Welcome back to the explanation of the second part of the chapter 1, the fun they had. I hope all of you have done your homework. Before starting the second part, let us do a quick revision of our first part of the lesson. In the first part, we saw that Margie is writing in her diary about an old book which Tommy found from his attic. When they saw this old book, they found it very funny as it was totally different from the e-books which they used to study. In this diary, it is mentioned about the old type of school. So, let us find out what it is written in the old book. She said to Tommy, "Why would anyone write about school?" So Margie is asking Tommy that why people will write about school. What is there this much important to write about school in this book? Tommy looked at her with very superior eyes. So when Margie asked this question, Tommy, as if Margie has done something wrong, he looked at her and as if he is going to scold her, he was looking as like a superior eyes. And then he is telling her, because it's not our kind of school, stupid. And as if he thinks Margie asked a very stupid question, he is telling her that it is mentioned in this book because it is not the type of school which we are studying. It is a different kind of school. This is the old kind of school that they had hundred of years ago. And he is explaining to Margie that in this, the type of school which they have mentioned, it is hundred years of ago, and it is totally different from the school which we are studying now. He added loftily, pronouncing the word carefully, centuries ago. So when he was replying to Margie, he just answered everything loftily. Loftily means in a superior way, as if he was a scholar, he knew much more than Margie. So he was acting as something superior way, and he just said that he would just put a more uh, pressure on the word when he used the word centuries ago. Margie was hurt. So when this type of response she saw from Tommy, she was really hurt because she didn't knew anything about these type of school. Well, I don't know what kind of school they had all that time ago. So she's like little bit unhappy that she knew nothing about that old type of school. She read the book over his shoulder for a while and then said, anyway, they had a teacher. So she was now very much curious to know about the old kind of school. So to know about that, what she did as Tommy was reading that old book, she tried to read that book from above the shoulder of Tommy. And then she just asked Tommy that anyway, they also had a teacher. Margie is telling Tommy that whatever different type of school it was, but they also had a teacher. So according to her, the old school students also they used to study with the mechanical teachers. So she was not at all interested in that. So what Tommy is replying, sure they had a teacher, but it wasn't a regular teacher, it was a man. So Tommy is replying to her that sure they also had a teacher like us, but it wasn't a regular teacher like us, that is the mechanical teacher, but it was a real human being. A man? How could a man be a teacher? So when Margie hears that a real man was teaching, she was very much surprised on hearing this. So she is asking again the question that How could a man be a teacher? Well, he just told the boys and girls things and gave them homework and asked them questions. So Tommy is explaining to her that the real man, he used to tell many things to boys and girls who used to come and attend the class, explain many things to them. Then he used to give them homework, and then, as the mechanical teacher does, he also used to ask the question. A man isn't smart enough. So Margie is arguing with Tommy that a man is not smart enough like a mechanical teacher. Sure, he is. My father knows as much as my teacher. So when Tommy heard this from Margie that a mechanical teacher is more smart than a man. At that time, Tommy is arguing with her that what as she's thinking that mechanical teachers are more smarter, so he's telling that sure, human beings are also smart enough, and he just gives the example of his own father, and he just tells her that my father knows as much as my mechanical teacher. He knows almost as much as the mechanical teacher. I betcha. Betcha is the informal word used for bet you. That is the old English used for bet you. Margie wasn't prepared to dispute that. As Tommy argued with Margie that human beings are also as smart as mechanical teacher. As she didn't have much knowledge about it, she didn't want to have a fight with Tommy. So to defend herself, what she's telling, she said, I would not want a strange man in my house to teach me. So she is defending herself by telling Tommy that she will not like any strange person coming into her house and teaching her. Tommy screamed with laughter. You don't know much, Margie. So when Tommy heard the dialogue of Margie, he just started laughing and he just told her that you don't know anything about the old school. The teacher didn't live in the house. They had a special building and all the kids went there. And then Tommy explains to Margie that the teachers are not coming or living in the particular kid's house. Actually, there is a special building, and in that special building all the kids as well as the teachers, they will all gather at one place and they study at one particular place, and all the kids learn the same thing. So Margie is questioning Tommy that so when all the kids are coming together at one place, are all of them learning the same thing? Sure, if they were the same age. So Tommy is replying to her that if all the kids are of same age, then all of them are studying the same thing. But my mother says a teacher has to be adjusted to fit the mind of each boy and girl it teaches, and that each kid has to be taught differently. So Margie is telling Tommy that my mother just told me that every kid they are having different mind ability. So because of that, each teacher has to be adjusted accordingly. So how is it possible that a single person is going to teach all the kids of the same age at a time? Just the same, they didn't do it that way then. If you don't like it, you don't have to read the book. So just Tommy just he was just little bit irritated by the question of Margie, and he just told her that they just followed that way, that all the kids they used to come together and they used to learn at a time at a same place. And then he just tells her that if you don't like, then you don't have to read the book. I didn't say I didn't like it, Margie said quickly. She wanted to read about those funny schools. So immediately Margie just told her that I didn't say that I didn't like about the school, because she wanted to know more about the old type of school and all the funny things which was happening in that old school. So she just immediately told Tommy that I didn't say I didn't like about that. They weren't even half finished when Margie's mother called Margie school. So as they were having their conversation, immediately what happened? Margie's mother called out for her to call her for the school. Margie looked up. Not yet, Mama. She just looked up and she watched the clock and she just told the mother that it is not time to be at the school. Now, said Mrs. Johns, and it's probably time for Tommy too. So when she just told her mother that it is not time for the school, at that time Mrs. Johns just scolds her and asks her to come immediately. And then she tells her that it is probably time for Tommy also for his school. Margie said to Tommy, "Can I read the book some more with you after the school?" Then Margie asked Tommy that, "Can I read the book some more with you after the school?" "Maybe," he said nonchalantly. He walked away whistling, the dusty old book tucked beneath his arm. So, as if he was someone superior and he had the book with him, he felt, and he just answered Margie that maybe. He said nonchalantly. Nonchalantly means not showing much interest or enthusiasm to the question what Margie asked. He walked away whistling, the dusty old book tucked beneath his arm, and he just tucked that book beneath his arm and he just walked away, whistling away from there. Margie went into the schoolroom. It was right next to her bedroom, and mechanical teacher was on and waiting for her. So as soon as she went into the schoolroom, that was just beside her bedroom, and the mechanical teacher was already waiting for her. It was always on at the same time every day except Saturday and Sunday. So this mechanical teacher used to come every day at the same time except Saturday and Sunday, because her mother said little girls learn better if they learn at regular hours. So her school time was fixed every day at the same time except Saturday and Sunday, because her mother used to think that little girls learn in a better way if they learn at a regular school timing. The screen was lit up and it said, "Today's arithmetic lesson is on the addition of proper fractions." So as soon as Margie entered, the mechanical teacher was ready and it just mentioned that today's lesson it was on addition of proper fraction. Please insert yesterday's homework in the proper slot, and it also mentioned to her that please insert the yesterday's homework in the slot. Margie did so with a sigh. She was thinking about old schools they had when her grandfather's grandfather was a little boy. So she just did what she was asked by the mechanical teacher. She put her homework in that slot and she was doing it with a sigh, because she was thinking about the old school when her grandfather's grandfather was a little boy. All the kids from the whole neighborhood came, laughing and shouting in the schoolyard, sitting together in the classroom, going home together at the end of the day. They learned the same things so they could help one another with the homework and talk about it. So she was thinking about the old school when all the kids from the neighborhood, they all used to go together to the school. They used to laugh, they used to shout in the school ground, They all used to sit together in the classroom, going back home together at the end of the day. And when they were given any type of homework, they used to talk with each other and they used to help each other while doing their homework. And as she was thinking about that, she felt very sad, as she used to study alone and she has to do her homework alone. So she felt that how good it was in the old school. And the teachers were people. The mechanical teacher was flashing on the screen when we add fractions, half and one-fourth. And as Margie was thinking about the teachers of the old school, immediately the mechanical teacher was flashing on the screen and it was showing the addition of fractions, half and one-fourth. Margie was thinking about how the kids must have loved in the old days. She was thinking about the fun they had. So she was still thinking about the kids and how they must have loved to study and go to school. And she was thinking about the fun they had while going to school, learning in the school, and they all enjoyed when they were together. In short, this lesson throws light on an interesting aspect of the technological world we will have in future. The story shows us the reality of future. It is possible that the way we enjoy and the small pleasures and happiness we experience won't be the same in the future when technology will be a major part of everyone's life. Home assignment. Please go through the questions given below and answer them in your notebook. Here we end the chapter The Fun We Had. Hope you all understood the chapter. Thank you for watching.